Hi everybody, I'm Dina Proctor, author of Madly Chasing Peace and creator of 3x3 Meditation. Something that was occurring to me this morning as I was trying to think about what the video I was going to do today was the idea of should I stay or should I go? This entire decision-making process, especially in parts of our lives where we might feel a little bit frustrated or a little bit stuck. You may feel like, oh, I'm just so sick of being in this job, but it provides me money and stability so that I can feed my family. There's nothing really horribly wrong with it. I'm just not completely happy with it. Or I'm in this apartment or living situation that isn't amazing. I'd love to be in a better house or something upgraded or something new and pretty. And I just feel like I'm stuck with where I am now. And so a lot of people, I think, have the, kind of struggle with, do I do something now to just mix up my energy and change this whole situation just to get something moving? Or do I relax, make peace with where I am, and let the universe kind of show me from here? So there's a couple different ways to go about it. The first premise to always remember is that our outer world is a mirror reflection of what's going on inside of us. So if we're feeling stuck and frustrated in a job or a living situation that isn't ideal, we have an energy pattern inside of us, a thought pattern, and an emotional relationship with those thoughts that's keeping that pattern stuck. Because everything in the physical world, I like to think of it as the physical world does not have causes. Something physical doesn't cause something physical. It's something emotional. It's the inner world that creates the outer world. And so that really simplifies it, because then it helps me remember that if I want something to change or transform my body, my money, my living situation, if I want something to change on the outside, the work needs to be done on the inside before the outside can change. That makes sense, I think, to a lot of people, especially when you understand law of attraction and you've been doing this work for a little while, and maybe you've had a slight inner shift that's been reflected to you in something outer manifested, or there was a synchronicity. So there's something to that. It's really, really powerful to think of it that way. But at the same time, when you keep going to the same frustrating job or the same, waking up in the same environment every morning and not liking it, there's something that keeps it stuck because you keep looking at it and not liking it, which keeps the energy pattern not liking it, which keeps creating more of the same of what you don't like. So my advice to people, or the way that I handle it for myself, I should say, is to focus on getting the inside right and take your attention as much as you can off of what's going on the outside. Because when the inside is right, the outside can't help but change. It has to. If you are carrying extra weight in your body and you look in a mirror and you don't like the way that you look, you can say, get rid of this mirror, I don't want this mirror anymore. But the next mirror that you run across is going to reflect the same thing, because what's being reflected hasn't changed yet. So if there's a living situation or job that you're not happy with, this happened to me for years. I would switch jobs every 9 months or every 1 year, and I would end up in a different city with a different manager and a different set of working conditions and be unhappy yet again, because it kind of was like, well, I changed that, or I changed the guy that I was dating and I moved to a different city. How is it that I'm having the same trouble with this guy that I had with that guy, or this job that I had with that job? It's because we move, but we take ourselves with us. So we unintentionally keep recreating what's, that environment. So now there is something to be said, and I don't mean to make this confusing, but there is something to be said for taking a vacation, going on a retreat, getting yourself distanced or out of that environment to refresh the energy and get momentum. But I remember when I first started meditating and I was just having such peace inside of myself, and I was not happy with my, kind of outer world situation at the time. And I remember telling my meditation coach, I just want to go to India or go on a retreat and spend months and months just feeling this place of inner peace inside of myself. And she told me, she was like, if you can't bring India back here with you, there's no point in going to India. So sometimes we can sever the environment that we're in, go to some place that is less triggering for us or more neutral for us, and find that place of peace. But the real work, or where we really have transformation, is when we're able to bring that peace back to this situation. And in my experience, I didn't have to change a single thing in my outer environment. When I went through my big transformations, I didn't miss a day of work. I didn't move. I didn't go on vacation. I didn't go on retreat. It was the work I did within the environment I was still in. So it's a personal thing. If you feel that it would be valuable to kind of just sever or break or go on a retreat or a vacation to distance yourself and get a little bit of momentum going, kind of take yourself away, build up a little bit of that muscle and that relaxation response, and then be able to reintroduce yourself into the situation that you feel isn't changing fast enough, that can be a powerful thing, because our thoughts and our beliefs create our reality. So if we believe that breaking it up and taking that vacation or retreat is going to reboot us a little bit and enable us to come back to, maybe we were kind of feeling low and not great about the situation we're in. We may leave and reboot ourselves and feel better and come back and feel a little bit better about the situation. It benefits us. It really does. But the work is to bring that into the situation that we are in now, because if we don't get the inside transformed, even if we leave that job or that living situation or that, whatever's keeping us stuck, I was leaving relationships, I was leaving jobs all the time, and then recreating it again until I let go of the need to change my outer environment. I took my focus off of that and did the work on the inside. That's what enabled me to be able to create the outside that I wanted to. And it had an effortless quality to it. I didn't have to intend for anything. I didn't have to say, I didn't feel like I had to reiterate to the universe or to God or to my inner self, this is what I want. I'm so sick of this. It was just kind of, I found that place inside. And, the analogy that I love to use, I didn't make it up, I don't remember where I first heard it though, was about the temperature, so it was 40 degrees, 30 degrees on the inside. And so I keep creating these snowy, icy, yucky outer conditions that I don't like. Well, when I raise my internal temperature, I don't have to worry about battling the snow. I don't have to worry that it might snow, because it can't possibly snow if my inner temperature is raised. So it really is a case of, you do not have to focus on or intend for something in your outer world to change. What really needs to happen is that inner peace, that place of inner power, peace, and wisdom that I call inside of ourselves. When you access that and unlock that and really make that the most important factor in your day and in your life to find access and get your guidance from that place, your outer world can't help but change. So it was just something that occurred to me this morning that was really powerful when I feel like I want to change something or transform something, or I get a little bit plugged into what's going on in the outer world outside of my outside, and so remembering that the work, that it's not even work, but the focus to be on the inside and unlocking that place of power, peace, and intuitive wisdom on the inside. When that gets unlocked and that becomes the most important factor in your life, everything in your outside falls into place. And I can attest to that from my personal experience in every aspect of my life. So thank you so much for being here with me and tuning in. I hope that this was helpful for you. Take what you like and leave the rest. But thank you so much for being here, and stick around, because I'm sure I will have more again for you soon. Take care.